It's your boy Revolutionary Cuz. I am your favorite freedom fighter, thugging it everywhere. Don't believe me? Ask that bitch nigga about me. You dig? Shout out to Funk Flex, man. I've always been a Funk Flex fan. One of the realest DJs other than K Slade. Not too many niggas to put shit down like that nigga. Anytime he feels some type of way, what he does, he drop bomb on your bitch ass niggas. Probably gonna be the first nigga you heard say this, especially from New York City. Fuck Biggie Smalls, fuck Tupac. One, let's start with Tupac. Tupac, everybody love him because he was this Machiavelli gangster artist. No, about 85% of the time, he was Tupac, a nice, kind, soft-hearted, wannabe political activist. Now, everybody respected Tupac because his mother was a gangster, but his mother was a crackhead. So I'm only going to give her butt so many Kool-Aid points because she's taking a drug that makes her aggressive, that makes her go out there and put in work. You dig? Like them PCP smokers, because you take a drug that make you aggressive and then you want to go put in work. People think, oh, they're just badasses. No, they're on drugs that make them act a certain way, act like they have no type of common sense. No, I guess everybody's mad because I guess Flex is saying that the reason why Biggie died is because Pac was throwing dirt on nigga name. That it wasn't Biggie that shot Tupac, it was Tupac homies or old homies that shot him. Y'all niggas forget, Tupac was from New York City, you dig? After he got banned from the city and niggas stopped fucking with him, he ran to Cali. And like most, Suge Knight picked him up. Suge Knight normally takes the people the drifters that nobody wants and try to, reestablish their career and shit, you dig? Like, Flex was, basically praising Suge Knight because Suge Knight was the outlet for a lot of y'all West Coast artists. Without Death Row Records, the rap game really wouldn't evolve to what it is today. Death Row was a real platform for gangster rap other than NWA. When NWA broke up because Eazy-E was being spiteful and greedy, fucking Death Row Records was the next hottest thing out there, you dig? Like Funkmaster Flex was saying, Suge Knight gave Dr. Dre another opportunity to shine and blow up the way he did. If it wasn't for Suge Knight, Dr. Dre would still be coattail riding fucking Eazy-E shit, you dig? Like, he had no other alternative, nowhere to go. Suge Knight picked him up. Okay, I'm gonna take you to the next level. Fuck Eazy-E. Eazy-E was the hottest thing popping back then. So for you to go against Eazy-E was like, you must be ruthless, you dig? Like you were saying, like, you're a fool if you sign to people like Suge Knight, Puff Daddy, Baby, and I'm going to add in there, if you sign to people like Master P or Snoop Dogg, you're a fool in 2017 because you already know how these people treat their artists. So if you're selling your soul because you need a couple coins, yo, that's your prerogative, you dig? And people know Suge Knight wasn't the best CEO. Once you signed to his record label, you had to do what he wanted to do or else, he gonna send them goonies after you. That's just how Suge was. Like Funk's was saying, Suge Knight was a big bad goonie on the West Coast because that's his territory. New York niggas, the reason why people hate us so much because we talk the most shit. Why? Because we never leave the city. Of course, anybody can be a badass in their own city, you dig? And that's one of the reasons why when the West Coast artists came to New York City, the niggas can't come over there and just kick buildings over and don't think there's gonna be no repercussions and shit like that, you dig? Shout out to Snoop though, he was a fool for that. But like them West Coast niggas, anywhere you go, it ain't about being from the West Coast or from the East Coast, from the South. If you go to another nigga's city, you can't go there acting a fool. They outnumber you automatically just because the amount of people in that city, you dig? So of course Suge can't come to the East Coast and start acting a fool. He might have some people that might back him up or vouch for him or give him the pass to walk through these city blocks. But like, come on, my nigga, you ain't from this area. And now T.I.'s mad all of a sudden. Motherfucker, you the same nigga that came out in a Tupac tutu the other day, my nigga. You mad because Funk Flex is speaking facts, my nigga? Now, it hurts my heart that he had to bring Lil C's on the phone to really, verify this information because his street credibility is just as suspect as the rest of these New York niggas, you dig? You snitched on Lil Kim, cuz. But T.I. was like, this is not the proper time for him to say something. If he had something to say to Pac, he should have said it when Pac was alive. Yeah, I get that to a point. But at the end of the day, it wasn't that big of a deal to them. The reason why he's bringing it up now because there's so many male groupies that won't let shit go. And the way he feels is, if Pac wasn't throwing dirt on Biggie name, them niggas probably wouldn't have killed him, you dig? Especially when it wasn't this man, you're gonna throw dirt on him just so you can have niggas hate him. That shit whack, cuz. Never was a Tupac fan. Never was a Biggie fan. Like Funk said, Suge Knight gave all them Death Row artists a platform. There were more artists on Death Row other than Tupac, my nigga. And remember, Tupac was the lyrical, talented nigga. Machiavelli was that gangster, rah-rah, I'm angry at the world type of nigga. Niggas I grew up respecting in the rap game, people like Soulja Slim. Niggas knew out there was really putting in work. He rapping about what he's really doing or how he lives, you dig? He's not just a poet. And you Pac done shot himself like the nigga in 8 Miles, guys. So, like, go to the range. I know gangsta music was like, that was the beginning of gangsta music. You had that, came from the Ice-T wave to the NWA wave. So Pac was like, I gotta carry that West Coast trend and shit, you dig? Because East Coast back then, realistically, they wasn't on that gangsta shit. They was hip hop, they was with the dancing. People out west, they was just like really living that gangbang life. So they said, fuck it. They gonna bring the streets into the music game because, that's what they're doing. Where you can't rap about just, going down the street and just battling people dancing. Because that's not what they were doing daily. They was really gangbang because, Tupac, went to the West Coast and he got influenced by that gangbang culture. And, they didn't really have no real popping rap artists back then. So they say, hey, you got this outcast from the East Coast. Let me put him on and, ruffle some feathers out east. You dig? That's basically what happened. But I'm not going to go and talk your motherfucking head off. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, comment. Until next time, it's your boy, Triples.